if I'm going, bro, I'm taking water. I'm taking snacks.
Yeah.
I'm filling my pockets with protein bars. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the 19 Series Outdoors. Dave,
Jake.
now today, let's get into a little bit of our bird hunting stuff. Let's talk some waterfowl, some upland, maybe a little dog training. That's up your alley.
Yeah. Upland's a real fucking easy. You just gotta find, your fields and all that. Kind of just dove right into it there. That felt awkward.
Yeah, you went right in.
For it. But no, to backtrack a little bit, I guess. Upland hunting and waterfowl hunting are some of my favorite things to do. I've fallen in love with it in the last few years, so it's kind of near and dear to my heart. Trying to get Dave into it more, but he's being a little stubborn.
Yeah, I'm more into the waterfowl game than I am into the upland stuff, just simply because upland hunting takes time away from me being in a tree.
Yeah.
So waterfowl does too, but
yeah, but upland you can hunt you can deer hunt in the morning, you can bird hunt in the afternoon when it's hot-ish. It's September, October, and then get back in the stand in the evening. I've done it a couple of times.
Yeah, I don't know.
You've never shot a pheasant, though, have you?
No, I just not my thing. I don't. It's just haven't ever really got into it. I don't know.
We'll have to get you on one this year, though.
Yeah, we'll see. So, what kind of gear do you use?
I'm stupid simple, right? When I go out, all I do is I throw. You can't find them anymore, but it's $25 vest from when Kmart was still in business.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Average
guy stuff.
Yeah, it's got I can fit maybe a whole box of shells in the little shell loops it's got, but it's got 3 big pockets for game, and that's about it. I mean, it's stupid simple. And I don't really take water with me or for the dog because we're always going to loop back around to the truck. Now, if you say you're out west, you're walking a ways because it's big country out there, definitely take some water with you. But
yeah, if I'm going, bro, I'm taking water. I'm taking snacks.
Yeah.
I'm filling my pockets with protein bars.
There are vests out there that come as they've got extra pouches, almost like a backpack on the back.
Okay, yeah.
I haven't found one that I personally like, mostly because they're brown and then a little bit of orange. Mine is all orange, and I like that. A little sketchy about getting shot out there because you never know Bubba from the hollers out there.
Yeah. It seems cool. It seems like something to give it a chance to. Like, they get out there, do it, walk it. You have the dog. You have Titus.
Yeah,
and I think that's where your love for it came from.
Oh,
it's because of training and
without a doubt,
seeing his progression, seeing how good he got. He's fantastic.
There's nothing better, and you guys can see it in some of our videos. There's nothing better when that dog he's into that smell, and you see his head go down. His head is perfectly straight with his back. His tail is going, and then that bird just goes. I can't explain it, but I love watching a good dog with good genetics and good training get in there and do what they were bred to do. I don't know. I'm weird like that.
Dude, I think my favorite video short we've made so far is the one of Titus just catching that bird in his mouth. That's awesome. Yeah, he just gets after it.
Yeah, I got real lucky with that dog. I got plans to get another dog, and we'll see how that one goes.
All right, so let me ask you this: do you think you need a dog? Is it a necessity?
I've done both. When I first started upland hunting, I hunted just myself. It changes the game on how you hunt things, right? So when I was walking by myself, I focused on different areas, and I was rather successful. I would get, my 2-bird limit most days. It does go in now having the dog. You can walk the fields better because instead of you trying to zigzag the field, excuse me, instead of you trying to zigzag the field, the dog's zigzagging the field.
Yeah, the
You know,
dog's out there working for you.
when I was hunting by myself, I would focus on uh, field lines with heavy brush because that's where the birds will run. Um, Especially on a heavy pressure day, they're going to be in the brush. They're going to be in things that people can't get into. The dog can get into that. There's been many times, and I'll probably have to post the video. There's one time he went down in a little ditch. Couldn't see him. Didn't know there was a bird down there. All of a sudden, I heard him. When you have a dog, you just key into how their uh, movement and demeanor changes with a bird. I heard his footsteps change, and all of a sudden the bird was gone. I barely saw the bird when I shot, but we got the bird. So,
Yeah, yeah. That you spend a ton of time with him. You guys know your little movements and
yeah,
what he's keying in on, and
yeah,
yeah, it seems like something that's pretty rewarding. I haven't had that experience. I
yeah.
But yeah, everyone I talk to that upland hunts and has a dog, it's like their best friend.
Yeah.
Like it's like
Yeah.
it's like a little friendship. It's it's all they want to do.
Yeah, it's driven me as a hunter, and it's driven me as a dog trainer of sorts.
Yeah.
So, but
All right, let's talk a little bit about something I know. Let's talk a little waterfowl. Let's talk smacking some birds, calling them in, setting them decoys up.
yeah,
That is, to me, that's the best way to buddy hunt.
oh yeah,
You're gonna go out with a group of guys. If you're someone, say you don't like the whole, oh, I'm gonna go get in a tree and I'm gonna sit there by myself for 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. You probably want to look into waterfowl hunting. You take your buddies out. For us, we hunt a lot of the river. You take your buddies out with you. You get out there. You can cook breakfast. You play music. You
yeah,
hang out. When you hear the birds, shut it all down. You get serious. Shoot the birds. Do the same thing.
yep, yep.
Yeah, it is. It's something. If you haven't done it, you gotta try it. It's fantastic.
Some of our funniest moments have come from waterfowl hunting.
Yeah, you just go out there and you're just hanging out with your boys. It's
Bumper boats at 2 o'clock in the morning.
yeah, yeah. So let's talk a little bit about where are you gonna hunt, right? So for us, waterfowl hunting means the river because we're so close to it. It's so big and there's so many birds. But
Yeah,
there's also a ton of guys down towards like York, a couple guys we know that's they hunt fields. That's all they hunt is just strictly fields.
yeah, yeah. Field hunting is it's a little bit of a different game. I haven't got into it.
It's a lot more scouting. It's a lot more. I'm gonna drive these fields in my glass. I'm gonna look for birds, see if they're hitting this field. You set up there the next day, they very well could come back, or you set up and don't see a single thing fly.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
it's tough, but I think that's why I like the river so much. You're gonna see birds
yeah,
every time you go out there.
yeah. And I'm excited for it this year. I think this year. So I where I hunt, we've got the game commission that set up a bunch of propagation ponds. It's mostly teal and wood ducks, and you get on the river, you get into the big ducks and all that.
Yeah,
So I'm excited to go out there for the first day instead of where there's 60 guys on one flooded field.
Now with waterfowl hunting, you got to think about a few extra things. You got to think about it's not. I wouldn't say it's like necessity, but it is necessity. You need to have good calls and good decoys. Like I'm not saying you got to go spend a ton of money on decoys. You can get on Facebook Marketplace. If you're gonna hunt the river, obviously you're gonna get floaters.
Yeah,
And but you got to have something. If you don't, yeah, you can go out there and I'll be honest, I've done it. You go out there, you sit, you're still gonna have birds flying around, but you're not getting them to come to you.
No, it's going to be very hard.
Yeah,
You're going to be
it's
mostly pass shooting.
yeah. So get yourself some decoys, get yourself some calls. Don't spend a ton on calls either. Go go somewhere like the sportsman show, like
Yeah.
the outdoor show. Go try a bunch of different calls out. Find something that you can actually blow. Because I'll be honest, some of these calls are stupid damn hard.
Yeah, I'll throw them a little bit. I spent the most expensive call I have is my goose call, and it was $80. By Let 'em Lake calls out of like I don't know Arkansas or something, and it's one of my best calls. I think it sounds really good.
Yeah, it's all about finding something that you can actually run. It's if you can have the most expensive, coolest looking duck and goose call out there, but if you can't blow it, it's pointless.
Yeah, I think my all of my duck calls I think were under like $50.
Yeah. Yeah, 20, $30. Cool. If it sounds good, it sounds good. Speaking of calling, if you guys are going to duck hunt, or if you do duck hunt, this is just my opinion. When you're out there, ducks are stupid. They go, you see them flying, right? You give them a couple little quacks, hit them with a little feeder, and they're like, oh, friends, and they just flock right back to you. They just, boom, circle right back around.
Yeah, I had to pack I think 20 teal. I was packing up. I was walking out.
Yeah.
And they came and dipped over the pond. I just ripped that teal call a little bit. And next thing you know, they swung right past me. I missed every single one.
Yeah, teal are fast,
They still swung to no decoys as I'm packing up.
Yeah, you can convince ducks pretty easy. Now, geese can be stubborn.
Yeah.
You can blow and blow and blow. And if they don't want to go, they're not.
No.
For me, from my experience, you gotta have a really good decoy setup. You gotta have it somewhere for them to land in the decoys, so that they actually want to come in.
Yeah.
It's hard, but God, it's fun, dude.
Yeah.
It is so much fun.
Yeah.
When you get them coming in and they're locked up, you just light them up. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about blinds. Like for us, being on the river, we go out there. We just make natural blinds. Take our hedge trimmers out there, weed whackers, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Cut ourselves a little opening on these islands because that stuff will grow. What do you say, like 8 feet tall, 9 feet tall?
Yeah, it gets stupid tall, stupid quick.
Yeah, those little grass patches, they grow up fast. We just cut a little opening. You'll see if you look in our shorts. There's one about preparation. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Cut a little spot out, get everything set up. Make sure when you're making your blinds, you have a good spot to put your decoys.
Yeah.
Like think about the whole process, not just okay, this looks nice, I'll sit right here. Well, if you don't have anywhere to put your spread, you're gonna be screwed.
That goes into the intricacy of it. You gotta set it somewhere that makes sense for them to come in.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want to sit on the last island before the channel and have them out there, where there's little to no food or cover.
Yeah.
You got to have it set where it's like, all right, they could come here for food, they could come here for cover, they can come here to loaf, whatever it may be, but there has to be a reason why those birds are there.
Yeah, it's something you're gonna mess up. You're gonna go out there, you're gonna do it. You're gonna mess it up. It's gonna happen. And then you're gonna watch the birds just fly the other direction, and you're gonna learn. And if you don't learn, then you do it again. You see more birds and you mess up. But eventually you'll get it right. It's just also need to think about how much water depth you have. So if you're setting your blind up in a spot, right, you're going to put your decoys out in front of you most likely. If that water is 5 feet deep and you don't have enough cord on your decoys,
you're losing them.
You're not setting it up. You're screwed at that point.
Yeah.
All that work could be for nothing. So you got to when you're doing your preparation, check the water levels. Walk out there.
Essentially scout.
Yeah.
I mean, as like every type of hunting for the most part. Even upland, you have to scout a little bit. There has to be a reason why that animal is going to be there, or you're going to draw that animal there.
Yeah. Yeah, check those water levels. And also just watch stuff as simple as rain. If you know, hey, it's gonna pour, we're gonna get an inch of rain tomorrow, that river's gonna come up.
Yeah.
That water is gonna get deeper, and your spot could be completely flooded.
Yeah.
So it's check your weather, check your locations out, watch the river heights. I think that they posted online.
Yeah,
right?
you can go to NOAA. I believe that's what it's called. I forget the whole like what it is. All you got to do is type in NOAA river height check or whatever it is in Google, and put in whatever river you're looking for, and it'll pull up. I do it all the time with the Susquehanna.
Yeah, it'll tell you just how deep it is. I think it even tells you how fast it is, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a weird conversion on how it is, but it'll show you how fast it is.
Yeah. So, since we're talking about rivers, let's talk a little bit about what we use to get out there. So, we're basic dudes. Like we said last week, we're not rich. We don't have a ton of money. We take kayaks, canoes, stuff like that,
Yeah.
and we do just fine. You don't need to own a $10,000 boat, $20,000 boat,
No.
whatever. It's something as simple as, all right, cool, I'm in this kayak. You tie your shit up on the back, you paddle out there, and you make things happen. If you want to do it, you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I also think if you're gonna river hunt, you got to get some good waders.
Yes.
I talk a lot about how you don't need to spend a bunch of money. If you're if you're spending money on one thing for waterfowl hunting, buy good waders.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna get cold and you're gonna get wet if your waders leak, and you're gonna potentially get hypothermia.
Yeah. It's not fun.
No, like especially. Oh my god, just don't fall in.
Yeah, no, don't let them waders fill up.
Yeah. Oh, I've done it. And you freeze. If you get wet, your waders have a hole, or you fall, dude, you might as well just pack up and go home. It's we're not getting paid by these dudes, or we're not sponsored by them, but I'm gonna give them a little shout out anyway. Look up Tide Wade.
Yeah, I love mine.
Yeah, they're inexpensive. They're good quality. You can get waders with heaters in them, like I have.
I used the heater in mine 2 years ago. Would have been, well, I guess the beginning of last year. Fantastic.
Yeah,
felt so warm.
They're freaking sweet. But yeah, look them up. That's a little free free read for them. Tide Wade Sweet. I think they're making a bunch of stuff. We gotta stop talking about them. They're not fans. But so yeah, honestly, I think it's even a good idea to own waders if you're gonna field hunt. It's something they keep you so warm.
Yeah, and some of those fields, right? So a lot of them get flooded from time to time.
Exactly.
Especially down south. If you like going off of our deer, if you get a lease and there's water and waterfowl come to it, you can maybe flood a field for that. Now, granted, you flood a field, it's only a few inches deep, but it's just a little extra layer of warmth, layer of camouflage.
Yeah, and most of the time, it's always nasty out when you're waterfowl hunting.
Yeah.
It's always cold, or it's raining, or somehow you're getting wet.
Yeah.
It always happens. Somehow you're getting wet. And make sure you guys are buying some sort of if you waterfowl hunt, if you're experienced, you know this. Buy some sort of jacket, right? That's waterproof up top. I have wader jackets where it's fleece on the bottom. Everybody sees them. Everybody has them. It's fleece on the bottom, waterproof up top. It's the way to go. It's something that is worth spending a couple bucks on.
Yeah.
Just to keep yourself warm and dry, because you got to be comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. Comfortability will make or break a hunt. I've been freezing my ass off and miserable. I've been wet and miserable. all because I forgot important gear.
Yeah. Same with gloves. You got,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. If you're hunting late, like
dude.
December, January, February, look at getting not only just gloves, but like they make decoy gloves
Yeah,
for
I
putting
know.
decoys in
Oh
the
yeah.
water. So that water gets real cold. I picked up several decoys in the freezing cold water at the beginning of last year, and it was not a fun time.
Yeah, I got that what's that called? That rain noise disease
Yeah.
where my hands go they turn white like my hands always freeze. It's something I got to deal with, but it is what it is. So, when you're out there, I think one of the most important keys is knowing how many birds you can shoot and what birds you can shoot.
Yeah, it's even so the waterfowl limits and waterfowl seasons, I believe, are set up by U.S. Fish and Wildlife. Now, that being said, the bag limits change from state to state to state. I forget what state out west it is. You can only shoot one pintail, but in PA, I believe we can shoot two. You know, and it changes from state to state and season to season. The basic underlying and the most common that you're going to see, right, is 6 ducks a day. Um,
Normally, I want to say it's 5 geese. If you're out there like goose hunting, I think it's 5 a day for early season.
I think so.
I'm pretty sure it's 5. I don't know. See,
Yeah.
like this is what we're saying. You gotta. It changes. It always changes. You gotta look up your laws, read the book, because it. And even in PA, right? We have different zones,
Yeah,
different waterfowl
we have
zones.
3 different zones.
So you could be somewhere near the line, right? And you could be hunting out of season,
Yeah,
and you're screwed.
yeah,
Like you gotta just know what you're doing, because I think it's harder than whitetail hunting because you got so many different birds out there. If you don't know what you're looking at or what you're shooting at, you could mess up real easy.
yeah. It's sort of a well, I'm not saying an elite type of hunting, but it definitely puts your skills to the test because you got to be able to tell what the duck is on the wing before you shoot it.
Yeah, a
And
lot of that comes into just experiences, like getting out there. Different birds, they flap different. Like you can tell a lot by how fast those wings move, and it's almost how they're shaped.
well, even like body size too.
Yeah,
A teal and a wood duck are small ducks, but a teal is so much smaller than a wood duck. You know,
I know
and
a teal's coming by the weight too. They are flapping a mile a
yeah,
minute and gone.
yeah. Um, your wood ducks a little slower. They usually make noises. They fly too.
Yeah,
Um, your bigger ducks, I mean, your pintails are obvious to see. Your greenheads are obvious to see. But say you get
yeah, they kind of just float through the wind.
yeah,
They just
your widgeon, your um, redheads, you know, they can be a little hard to tell, especially widgeon because they look like in my opinion, they look like a short faced mallard.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think the simplest way to put it is right. Every year we go out, we take somebody with us, right? It could be someone that's never hunted before, or someone that says, "Oh yeah, I've hunted a million times." Every year they want to shoot a Magansser.
Yeah.
They think it's something worth it, and I'm like, no.
Now, if it was a hooded, yes,
I'm
but
like,
a
yeah,
common, no.
yeah. They love it's just hard. It's something that if you don't know what you're looking at, you can mess up. So you got to do some research, know your laws, check out just the basics. Even just watch videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
Look up videos of ducks, or go by that call we were talking about earlier and drive down to the river or a pond or whatever and just blow on it. Yeah, people are probably gonna look at you a little funny, but you're learning.
Yeah.
You're you're getting some experience.
Yeah.
I used to do it.
I do it in my truck. If I'm
Yeah,
driving somewhere and I get bored, I just, all right, time to practice.
yeah. I used to go down to the river and just sit there and I'd blow the call until it sounded right, because, boy, it's going to take some practice.
And that's one thing. Just one thing to touch on. We're going to backtrack a little bit with the calls. Don't listen to championship calling.
Nah.
Do not, like, whatever. Those guys, good for them. They can blow and blow and blow and do all this stuff. But if you want to hunt, no duck is out there going to, hail for me. He's not going to carry on like that. He's going to give you 2 or 3, and then he's going to shut down. And he's going to give you a quack, and then he's going to hail for 2 or 3, and then so get on YouTube to learn how to call. I wouldn't even look up calling tips. I would look up
hunting
duck
videos,
sounds. Hunting sounds and hunting sounds and Jesus, I can't talk. Hunting videos and duck sounds, and go down to the park there and just listen to how they communicate to each other.
Yeah, and like you just said, don't watch championship callers. Turns out none of us are championship callers. we're not that good. No. It is what it is, and I don't care to be that good, because all I need to do, hit them with a couple quacks, hit that little feeder, that dig 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 dig, and they're coming.
Yeah. Yep.
It ain't that deep.
No,
you can get away with a lot when you're waterfowl hunting, as long as they don't see you. They see your decoys, and you hit them with a couple quacks, they're coming.
Yeah. It is the easiest, hardest hunting you can do.
That is, you hit the nail right on the head. It is, it seems so easy, and it is easy, but damn, they find you. They see you, they'll be coming right at you. Next thing you know, whoop, gone.
Yep.
And you're like, son of a bitch.
Just the smallest of things.
Yep.
But that's the name of the game. It's called hunting, not killing.
Yeah. So let's sort of wrap this thing up. If you guys are looking for any products to use during this adventure you're going to take, right? Or say you already do. You already waterfowl hunt, you already upland hunt. If you check out Hunt Light, they have the saddle system, right? They have 2 saddle systems for deer hunting. Yeah. Cool. You can take that belt. It's a removable belt out of that saddle system, and they sell different attachments for it, where you can sort of put all of your hunting seasons together in with one. You use that belt almost like a battle belt, like what we use in the military. Put all your attachments on it, and you wear that bad boy while you go do your waterfowl hunting or your upland hunting. You got all your shells. You got a sweet dump pouch on the back.
Yeah.
Like, throw your shells in there. It's honestly, I think it's big enough to even throw a bird in.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's
like,
he's got a lot of his products are, I guess you could say, cross-loadable. Like they're all multi-purpose use.
Yeah, everything from Hunt Light, AJ is designing things to all work together and work for whatever season you're going into. Check those out. Check the battle belts out. It's game changing. It's fantastic to take a system where you're gonna, oh cool, I'm gonna go hunt deer. No, today I'm gonna go hunt birds. Now you have everything you need, and on top of that, he sells chest rigs. He sells seat pads. Everything's super good quality, made in America, veteran owned. Yep. Love that. Like we said, Love the veteran owned, and Hunt Light is the way to go.
Yeah, I got nothing. He hit the nail on the head with that.
But yeah, if you guys made it this far, give us a like, give us a subscribe, follow. Check us out on Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram.
Everywhere.
Yeah. Check us out. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.